Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So if you've been following my show, you know that I've reported on a Florida scientist named Rebecca Jones, and I wanted to follow up with you and let you know she has been arrested. If you're unfamiliar with this case, here's a quick recap and the new details. Jones was an information system manager for Florida's Department of Health until she was fired last summer. She alleges that she was fired for being a whistleblower, and she said that her superiors ordered her to manipulate the state's COVID data. And when she spoke out about that, that's when they took action. For example, she claims that her supervisors told her to undercount the number of infected Florida residents and that they told her to overcount the number of those who had been tested. So following her dismissal, Jones started her own COVID website, and she says she was sharing the true numbers on that site. She apparently had some friends or some people that she was still receiving information from inside the government system. She's trying to protect them, and she thinks that the government is after them as well. Well, last month, her home was raided at gunpoint, by the way. They seized all of her devices, and she blamed Governor Ron DeSantis for ordering this raid. Jones says that he's trying to keep her quiet and cover up the truth about Florida's COVID cases and deaths. And after this raid, one of his appointed officials even resigned, basically because they felt that it was an overreach. And this man stated, quote, "It just seems like it's not really about any kind of criminal investigation. It's about intimidation of her and sending a message to people currently working in state government that this could be you." Of course, DeSantis denies all this. Florida authorities also denied it. They claim that these actions were taken because she was suspected of sending an unauthorized message to all of her former colleagues through a government system. And in the message they say that she sent, it basically said to speak out and do the right thing. You know, this is wrong. Jones denied it, but apparently she has now turned herself into Florida authorities. This occurred last week after the police notified her attorney that they were issuing a warrant for her arrest. She's been charged under a Florida computer crime statute for, quote, "offenses against users of computers, computer systems, computer networks, and electronic devices." So while she was in custody, because she has now been let out on bail and she's awaiting her trial, but after they arrested her and while she was in custody, she tested positive for COVID. And apparently, according to her attorney, when she drove down to turn herself in, she was really very ill because she and her family moved. I guess they decided to just get away from Florida and they moved to another state. So she drove, I believe it said, over 800 miles with COVID to go turn herself in. So I'll keep you posted on this. You know, it's very scary to think that they could potentially be fabricating this evidence against her, but we'll have to see. All right, guys, as always, like, share, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.